Hey guys, how's it going? Thank you so much for tuning into my previous videos. I kind of wanted to get on here and sort of do an all-round view on what Coti is, what it's trying to achieve, have a look at their teams, and then finish off with a price analysis for you. I hope everyone has a lovely rest of your week, and thank you for watching. Cheers. This diagram shows the evolution of the payments throughout human history. Cash, check, card, archaic, electronic payments, mobile payments, good, better, Coti. So what makes Coti so powerful? Visa processes around 1700 transactions per second, Bitcoin 4.6, Cardano 250, Ethereum around 13, Coti 10,000. So let's dive deeper into some of the points of interest of this new blockchain technology. Firstly, launched in 2018, the trust chain protocol that Coti operates on was released. Stating our biggest technological development to date, the launch of Trust Chain Protocol AlphaNet checks off an exciting milestone for Coti on the path to becoming the world's first blockchain protocol optimized for use by enterprises, payments, dApps, merchants, and stablecoin issuers. The Trust Chain operates on a proof of trust consensus. They say that the Trust Chain algorithm utilizes user trust scores to determine the amount of proof of work necessary to confirm a transaction. The higher a user's trust score, the faster the confirmation time. This is basis of Coti's proof of trust consensus. Basically how this works is every Coti transaction approves the last two. That may seem to be a bit slower than other transactions that we're used to, such as proof of stake. But in reality, this is actually extremely efficient, and the more users, the faster Coti can process. They boast around an average of 10,000 transactions per second, but I've heard that apparently there is the availability to go up to 100,000 transactions per second. I'd like to now draw your attention to the roadmap that Coti was released for 2021. Originating with Coti Pay with Visa, which we've seen recently in my previous videos. Now launched on the Android market, and in Q2 they're going to be releasing Coti Pay on the iOS market. This will allow you to pay for retail purchases through their app with their multi-currency wallet. I'd like to talk about the team that's also at Coti. It seems like there's a really good team. I mean, I'm not really sure about these people down below, but apparently they have around 80 years combined experience in the electronic payments industry. But these three dudes here, if you look at their LinkedIns, they're actually CEOs and founders of other companies within the industry as well. They're currently working on them too. I don't really think it's inherently negative for Coti, but obviously you kind of don't want your lead directors to be focusing elsewhere, but apparently they're quite dedicated and really excited to work on Coti more. I'd like to take a look at stablecoins that are released on Coti. So the benefits to the stablecoin: boost revenues by cutting back on operational expenses and processing fees with less dependence on external stablecoins. So I think basically what's going on here is they're trying to get rid of Tether and USDC, which would be really good. I mean, we've seen some pretty damning information coming to the market about those two not being backed one-to-one to the US dollar. So if there was a stablecoin, as Coti has claimed, that's designed to minimize and eliminate volatility seen in Tether and USDC, partnering with Cardano, who's already actually given them a $500,000 grant from the Cardano Foundation back in April. So yeah, this is a really exciting partnership. I mean, I'm extremely bullish on Cardano, so anything that they're backing, I'm also looking into. Coti's also really active on GitHub, which is really good to see. I mean, you can see that they're constantly working on Coti. It's updated 2 days ago, their nodes. That's really good to see from a crypto development point of view. I mean, you don't want them to not be releasing any public information at all and not working on the crypto, but as you can see here with Coti, they're definitely very active in the community. Essentially, the biggest use case for Coti is Coti Pay. So they claim that the traditional finance is still using old rails. In their promotional video, they say that traditional finance hasn't been updated in 30 years. They claim that good users can move through the system with extreme fluidity and almost zero cost. They say that with traditional finance, there's long settlement periods, costly process, cross-border limitations, data control by third parties, fraud and security vulnerability, microtransactions not practical, missed opportunities for 2 billion unbanked population. So I mean, this is something that Coti wants to address through their Visa card, as you can see here. They want to make retail payments possible on the blockchain. And I'm really, really excited for that. Something else exciting is the Coti NFT game. You can win up to 2 million Coti in their draw. Looks a little bit like Fortnite, to be completely honest. The Coti NFT game we play for 4 seasons, spring, summer, winter and fall, each consisting of 4 weeks. Players holding native Coti in their Viper wallet will be able to make a claim and participate in the NFT drop every week. So I think they're just randomly releasing NFTs as part of this game to get new users on the Coti network. It's actually pretty exciting from what I can see. There's different rarities of the NFTs that you can collect, and obviously there's already been some winners. Now I'd love to look at the price analysis of Coti. When first released on Binance, Coti came in at around 3 cents, and that was sort of the price going up and down between sort of 1 cent and 3 cents for a fairly long time. But it had a high here in August of 2020 at 10 cents. And you can see recently, I think through the release of the Cardano support, and also more recently the Visa cash card that they've been talking about, Coti price has been really, really booming. So I mean, starting from this run up in 7th of Feb earlier this year at 7 cents, we've seen a massive gain all the way up to their all-time high of 60 cents. And now we're sort of just seeing a bit of a correction in the market. I mean, that all-time high was in March, and we've just been on this big downtrend until sort of July, and now we're seeing another push up to another all-time high. You can see that we got to this sort of big resistance point of 48 cents, and had a big sort of cup and handle here, broke out of this handle and has come up to make a new all-time high of this 67 cents. I am extremely bullish on Coti, and I've been sort of tracking this falling wedge that we've seen on the daily. Let me just jump into the 4-hourly. As you can see, that we sort of within the last week, on the 8th of October, we broke this falling channel that we'd created on the 4-hourly time frame. We came back down to touch it, which was a little bit bearish because we broke through this channel, but we've now broken out again. So I think that this breakout target is definitely still in play for Coti from this falling channel. The breakout target being here of around 60 cents. We can see that in the past, this sort of 60 cent level has been some quite heavy resistance, so we're going to need to break through that 60 cents. I mean, we might do it while I'm filming, but in the long term, I really like to see Coti come up and test this all-time high of 66 cents. So let me just get a fib retracement here from the swing high, the previous swing high, that all-time high, to this swing low. We can see that we're sort of just about to bounce off this 618, between the 0.5 and the 618. This is a really heavy area of resistance in here. So this 786 and 618 are historically big indicators of resistance. So I think we're probably going to have a little trouble pushing through them. But I think once we break through the 618, a realistic price level could be up here at the 2618 at around $1. I think we're going to see sort of big price action moving up through these resistance level, up through the 618 and 786. We might trade sideways for a while in this sort of channel, and then hopefully we can break all-time highs. We might even bounce off it, coming back to test that 618, and then hopefully, should the crypto markets prevail, coming up to test this 2618. Obviously, the sort of 80 cent mark here at the 1618 is going to be some resistance, so who knows when that could come. But yeah, that's Coti. I thought I'd do a video just sort of explaining why I'm bullish on Coti, why I really like it, and then a price analysis at the end. I hope you got something out of it. If I can make another video to clarify any sort of questions or concerns, please leave them in the comments below. Also, just a disclaimer, none of this was financial advice, it's just what I'm watching. Alright, I hope everyone has a safe and healthy rest of their week. Cheers, guys.